Jazmin.
And we are White Coast and Stethoscopes.
Alright, you guys.
So we're back. We just did a previous video. So, remember to vote.
I can't with her, y'all.
Vote.
She's an AKA.
Get out there and vote. So, I got the shirt on. I vote. Okay. But anyways, on this video, I guess a lot of people wanted to know about like our schedules, what we've been up to, things that we're doing, and kind of like our life right now.
So we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna let Princess start us off.
Okay, so this semester, we kind of talked about it in our previous video, is our spring semester. And so this semester we have classes and also we are studying for our NCLEX. So we're able to take our NCLEX whenever pretty much.
But we take it this semester, so it's our fifth semester right now.
Fifth semester. So for my case management program, I have to pass the NCLEX by mid-July, I think mid-July for the NCLEX. And right now in this semester, I'm taking 5 classes. I have, like I said, I have 2 classes with Jazmin, health policy research, and then I have pathophysiology and pharmacology, and also this other class our school added, hot spotting. So that's my schedule right now. So I have a planner. So I have a planner of like things that are due, if I'm going to the gym, if I need to sleep sometimes, if I need to hang out with my friend Jazmin.
I had to get in her planner, y'all. I wrote myself in her planner.
She has to.
I did.
She
and
really
that's
did.
funny. I wrote myself in her planner.
She did. Just all kind of, if I have some events, because sometimes I have events with my sorority, church events, just events. I have to remember because I don't remember right now because I have just so much stuff to do. Just not just schoolwork, but I have group projects. We both have group projects, group papers, and that's really stressful. Doing a group paper and presentation, that can be hard too because like everybody's schedule is different. People are moms. People are seeing about their family, so you have to just like really just organize your schedule with their schedule. So that's kind of hard.
So how is your? So I don't really know what Princess is doing outside of our 2 classes. So how is like pharmacology? You taking pharm, right?
I'm taking pharm.
So how is that compared to like our first semester?
So our pharmacology, our first semester is different from this pharmacology because case management is more of, we're doing this thing called interqual, and interqual is a system that case management we use when a patient is admitted to the hospital. So they have to meet certain criteria to stay in the hospital or be seen further with the doctor. So that's what we're learning interqual. So it's kind of different. We do go over certain medications. We go over certain procedures. Like if they have ammonia, it's certain criteria that they have to meet. Like they have to have like a high blood count. So they have to be a high one. They have to have a chest X-ray. It's just different criteria that they have to meet to be able to stay in the hospital. So that's kind of what we're learning in our case management class, pharmacology, pathophysiology. But we're still learning about like high blood pressure, or we're learning about diabetes or stroke. So we're doing things on that right now. So it's still like kind of like pharm and kind of not. It's kind of like our first class, but then it's a little different.
So pharm and patho the same professor?
The same professor. I have the same professor.
It's the same. Like y'all do the class the same day?
The same
day. Like how we used to switch off. Okay.
They give us a lot of, we have a lot of case studies that we do in groups or by ourselves, but it's usually in groups. They give us information about the patient, and we kind of figure out like why did they come in, past medical history, do they live with people, do they have kids, they have family. It's kind of like, have they been here before, this is their second time. Then they're like workup, like their vital signs or like their chest X-ray. It depends. It's like a whole it's a case study.
I like case studies though.
You kind of identifying the person, and then you try to see like what is the next step. Are they going to be admitted to the hospital? Are they going to be discharged? Do they have social support? Or they don't have support? Are they going to be in a SNF or something? Or sorry, we're shaking the table again. So it's a whole process. It's still a lot of work though. We have a lot of assignments for that class, a lot of group work for that class too. not just our other classes. That's what I'm saying. So it's a lot of group work this semester. I mean,
She graduates this year though, so clap it up for
Oh.
Princess. Whoop, whoop, whoop. She graduates
I'm trying to
this
stay
year,
positive.
y'all.
I'm trying to stay positive.
And it's our last semester together, but
I know.
it's our last semester,
Did
so.
you realize that?
Yes,
We
girl,
got two classes
I've been realizing
Two
this.
more classes.
Yeah, and then she leaves me.
The 12th and 17th. Did you realize that? March.
Yeah, so she gonna have to put me in her schedule again.
I realize. I'm
'Cause
sad.
I'm living the good life.
I mean,
Not really the good life,
When
but
I don't have classes. Okay, Fridays we don't have class every Friday together.
Yeah.
So when I'm in like class with myself, I'm like, man, I'm like missing you. I'm like, dang, I was Jazmin in my class.
right. So this is our last semester together.
I
Like this is the
know.
last time I'm gonna have her in class. So we are gonna try to figure out a way to meet up. I'm
Yeah.
sure we will though. We're gonna make time to get this done.
I think I'll see you around because we got class. We have class in the summer. We have class in the summer, like Mondays and
Mine's
Tuesdays.
is night though.
Oh really?
Y'all's at night.
Girl, no. Our class in the summer is what is
we
it?
had to talk. We just figured
Oh, sorry,
out
no,
something about each other, y'all.
Our class in the summer is 9 to 4 Mondays and Tuesdays, and then we got class like 3 classes on Saturdays, but it's like spread out.
Oh dang, Saturdays.
Yeah, but it's like sim.
Oh okay, that's not
It's like
bad.
sim.
Our
It's like
class
sim
5 to 8, and it's like hybrid. So I'm doing 3 classes. 3 classes this summer. But y'all can see we ain't really been able to
I know.
catch up. So we catching up while we talking to y'all.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because her life is a little more hectic than mine. So my schedule this semester, I'm in the SMP program. I'm in 2 classes with Princess.
Hey.
She's so annoying. I don't graduate until December of 2021.
Yay. I'm gonna be there lit.
But I can't, y'all. I am ready to be done.
Yeah.
And I always tell myself I'm not going back to school after this.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening for me, but y'all just pray for me for this next year just to get through this master's program.
Yeah, I think you get to a point too where it's like you just overwhelmed. You get burnt
You're
out.
just tired.
You're tired. You get burnt out. Nursing school is not easy. Like people ask, like, is it easy? No, it's not. Like, it's ups and downs. Like it's not. Oh, this is easy. It's not easy. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of tests, a lot of things that you have to put on hold. You can't do a lot of things.
So like I've been I'm only in 2 classes with Princess. I really only go to school, and it's so sad because like I feel like I'm not doing nothing, but like I've been telling myself lately, like don't feel guilty for not, like doing anything. Like that's self-care time for me. Like of course I'm doing like my homework and stuff, and I'm in a group, and I'm always like I always end up being a group leader. I don't know how it happens.
She really does.
But I'm always like,
This girl gonna be texting you, emailing you.
yes, I text so much, and I know Siobhan gonna watch this, but she probably leave a comment too. Cause Siobhan be tired of me, like, and I'm the type of person who texts, and I'll send one text, and I can just keep sending them back to back. Like, I don't send something all in one text. So yeah, I'm like very organized person. So I always just be like, all right, y'all, I started the Google Doc, I started this, let's just do this week, and I always be that person. And even when I try not to be that person, it's like I end up getting delegated to be that person. But anyways, I'm in 2 classes, health policy with Princess, and we are in a research class.
In that class.
Yeah, and I only go to class maybe 3 times a month with both of those classes.
Because I have class every Friday, but you guys have class like every other
Friday. And sometimes I think I just had like 2 weeks off before that. So basically I go to class maybe 3 or 4 times a month, which is nothing.
But we're almost, the 2 classes I'm with you with, girl.
Those are done this March. So we're done with class basically at the end of March. And we only meet up 2 more times. So I only have 2 more class meetings next week, and then the week after that.
It's presentation. We present.
Yeah, and that's really you basically done. So
We're really
anyways,
done.
she got all these classes. I had to do a hot spotting class like how she did. But what was mine called? Oh, mine was called Ignite.
Ignite, yeah.
I liked Ignite.
It was simulation.
Our school forced it on us. But we ended up getting like credits for it after. And I really liked my experience. So like I'm glad that they gave us that experience. But would I do it again? Probably not.
Yeah.
But I liked it though, because
really
you meet with like different like nursing schools and like med schools throughout the Bay Area. So it was like a sim experience, which I thought was really cool because I like doing case studies. And I think that is something that they should incorporate like in hospitals, because like basically like it would be a case manager. I would be like acting like a nurse practitioner.
They really should.
And we had like an MD, and sometimes we had PT like in our sims. Physical therapy is PT. So I liked how like we'll get a case and then we'll all break it down from like what we know. Like we'll be talking about like IV meds and stuff, and it's crazy because like the doctors wouldn't even know what we were talking about. Like the MD students like wouldn't know what any of this stuff was. like we would go in our sim lab and they'd be like, "Do you guys know how to use this pump?" And it's just crazy because like everybody has like something that they're good at. Like everybody has a specialty, and like we all were able to learn from each other. But I think like in the hospital, people should break down cases like that because I feel like you'll be able to better help people out.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cool because like I'm thinking of something like from a nursing standpoint. I'm like, well, those lab values not right. And the MD is like, all right, well, like we can do this, or like we can figure out stuff like this. We also had like social workers in there too.
They're really good. The social worker. I had something like that when we did the IPE. It was
that's
kind of like that.
basically IPE. Is what
it was helpful. I think that is a really
was.
good thing. IPE was really.
I
good.
really liked it. It was fun, and we got lunch. And I love to eat. We used to get cookies. I like cookies. So anyways, my life is very simple. Not simple, but it's like my schedule is very like calm compared to hers. But this girl graduated, so she better get it in.
I gotta get it in.
I don't graduate till, like I said, next year.
She gon' we getting it in. We getting it in.
But I've been chill. Like people in my class took their NCLEX already. They were studying over break. But like for me, if I get a break, it's my break.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to talk to you about nothing. Nursing school, like even sometimes like Princess or like she'll hit me and I'd be like, girl, like we on break. Enjoy your break. Forget them people. I be saying stuff like that and she'd be like, yeah, you're right. I'd be like, enjoy your family because like if you don't, you can get so stressed out and it's not worth it. Especially if it's nursing school is a whole nother.
It is.
It's a whole nother family member that wants more from you.
Yeah, it is. And we try to incorporate, like she said, self-care. We've been hitting the gym.
Yes,
you know, we've been hitting the gym. We've been getting it in. You got to. You just realize, like, being in nursing school and just, like, being on the floor with your preceptor and just clinicals, like, sorry, I'm checking the table. I'm sorry. I talk with my hands a lot. I'm
She do. Talk out.
Yeah, talk out. But when you're, like, you realize, like, you need to be in, I'm not saying, you need to be more, I would say, like, be in shape. Like, you don't have to be, like, super skinny or super, you know, just really just be, because you're, like, lifting patients and stuff. And so, I'm just saying, like, you don't want to, like, have your back give out or you just can't lift a patient. So it's just, like, being in the gym, eating more healthier, you know, drinking more water, you just really, like, really taking care of yourself because nursing is I would say, not an easy job. I mean, it's a tough job. So I think, you know, we've really been hitting the gym, trying to do that, doing self-care, making sure you're taking care of your body, your mind, mentally, just everything. It's important. It is. Because
it's just like, I would just say for me, it's you can become stressed really quick if you just let all this stuff like get in the way. So,
you can, this stuff can really like break you down and just like, where you just, like she said, it can break you down.
Yeah, it really can, and I just think that you have to just stay focused, have good people around you.
Yeah, you know.
And good family. Like we both have like a good family, a good team at home that supports us.
And we love you guys.
Yes, we do.
They're gonna look at
We are crazy. So yeah, I think you need that, and like she said, I told Princess, y'all.
Sorry.
We're back. Okay, that's one thing we got to get our life together with our stuff. But keep watching our videos so we can, you know, we can get somewhere and we can have like nice equipment.
Yes.
But anyways, we got a good team at home.
Yes.
That was funny.
Sorry. So I knocked down the camera. My bad. Yeah, well, we do have a good support system at home. You know, and I think that's what she said. It's very important to have a good support system. That, you know, they're our little backbone. If we're going through, we can talk to them. They're there to lift us up, you know.
Yes, but also let them know when you're tired, too.
Yeah, let them know.
Like, sometimes you gotta just be like, I can't do this. Like, I'm stressed. And I do that all the time. Or sometimes I'll hold stuff in.
Yeah.
But I think you gotta let people know, like, all right, I can't do this. Like, it's a busy week.
Especially when you're tired or you take a nap or something. You know, you're like, hey, can you think you did? Like,
no, for real. Like,
you're like, I love you, but you know, right now I'm talking about that bed.
No, for real, because like I said, like right now, I wouldn't say like it's a lot going on for me, but like even thinking about the NCLEX, like that's stress. Because it's like I don't want to have to retake this thing over, and I'm not even gonna speak that. Like we're gonna pass the first time. Like,
do we know how much it's a lot?
Yeah, that's tough cost. Let's talk about that.
We were talking about the cost of the NCLEX.
Yes.
The cost. It's like I guess you pay for. I don't know, it's like Breeze, and you gotta pay for like piercing
And what
and
is it? The fingerprint.
Your fingerprint.
Live scan.
So the Breeze was like, how much was Breeze? $300?
$300.
$300. Your fingerprints is like,
What was that? Like one something? I feel like.
or 80, depending where you going, it can be like 80 something dollars.
Oh, I spent $80.
$80.
I did spend $80.
And then piercing, they're the people that where I guess you can schedule.
They're basically people who like host your exam.
Yeah, that was like $200.
That is $200.
So that's adding up.
That's basically you spending like this $600.
$600, and this is just to take a test.
Exactly. And if you don't pass, so we're not gonna put that energy out for nobody. We don't want that to happen to anyone because
exactly.
it's a lot of money. But if you don't pass, you have to pay $200 again, and you have to wait 45 days from your exam.
So you want to pass that first time, but if you don't, you know,
things happen. Life happens.
Things happen. Nothing. I mean, that is not. If you, I'm gonna say this too, to the people that's watching. If you do not pass the second time, or I'm sorry, the first time, that does not mean you're not gonna be a nurse or you're not a good nurse. If you don't pass the second time, that still doesn't mean. If you don't pass the third time, that still doesn't mean you're not a good nurse. It's
unlimited tries.
You're not gonna be a good nurse. That don't mean anything, and I want people to understand that. Like, that doesn't mean. And don't have people tell you that in your mind. It doesn't matter how many. To me, it doesn't matter how many times you take it, as long as you pass the test.
Exactly. And I think it's so many people that are like caught up on like, oh, I passed in 75. I did this. I did that. Like, that does not matter. And no, when you go to your job interview, they are not about to ask you like how many questions did you take, like,
or how many times you took the NCLEX. They're
not about to ask you that. And I feel like it is like good. Like, all right, you passed at 75, that's great. But people that pass at 265, that's great. People that pass at 150, that's great. Like, I feel like don't get so caught up in like what other people are doing around you, because it can mess with you. Because I think that like, I wouldn't say like that happened to me like our first semester, but like sometimes when somebody is like, all right, I'm doing this, and you'd be like, dang, should I be doing that too?
Yeah, that's
but like,
true.
Like, you know, like just stay in your lane and like do what works for you. Like, just because somebody's over here is studying this way, like don't try to copy that. Like, you know, you know what works for you.
And don't have nobody pressure you when you should take the NCLEX, even though the people are like, oh, you got until this time to take it, or you got into. Don't let nobody pressure you, because like she said, you're studying a different way, and you know when you're ready to take the NCLEX. Like, you're gonna, you know.
And you may not even feel that ready, but like, you know that you like, I did all I could do. Like, I prepared. Yeah. Because I'm giving myself 2 months to take the NCLEX. I haven't told anybody my exam date. I'm not going to tell anybody my exam date. It's because I know how like I know how my mom is too. Like, she'll post everything on Facebook. And yes, she is. And it's just like, I don't want that extra additional pressure.
Yeah.
Like, my mom is like very supportive. She'll be outside the testing place, okay?
Go inside. Go
no, for real. But like, I don't want all that pressure if anything was to happen. But like I said, I'm gonna speak positivity over both of us. Like, we're gonna pass our first time and we're gonna kill it as nurses.
I know. I tell my friends, like, don't even tell me your test date, because when they tell me like they gotta take a test or we're taking a test, I'm nervous for them, and I get up like I'm taking the test. I'm like, do not tell me your test date. You go in there and you kill it. Like, you gonna kill it. Just go. Don't tell me your test date.
Oh, and another thing about us, but me and Princess are like very open, and I think it's good that like me and her actually made this channel together. Because I feel like some people can like, it's like a stigma around like tutoring, and like we both get accommodations. So accommodations is like, we both have like, I think everybody gets like testing anxiety, but like anxiety in general, like for your day-to-day life, like I worry a lot even outside of nursing school. So like, if you have anything like that, or like say if you would need a quiet environment, like I'm not able to like do anything like testing wise if somebody is like clicking their chair or clicking their pen or something. Like, I can't do that. So if you feel like something like that bothers you, you should definitely talk to like your physician and talk to like your school and see if you can do, because we did accommodation throughout our nursing program, and we still have it. So like, if we ever have an exam, they give us a quiet room, take it, and that's very helpful, and you can get additional time too. So for my NCLEX, you have to do a process. It's a little longer process, but I think it's worth it. Yeah. So I did that process for accommodations, and they do give you extra time. The NCLEX is 6 hours. I got additional time of 3 extra hours, so 9 hours total. I didn't get the private room, but I'm sure, like, I don't know what happened with that, but I'm like, I really needed the time. So I think if you feel like it's something like that you also go through, or you may want later on, like, definitely talk to somebody about it, because it's helpful. Especially if you, like, I can read a question a million times. Like, people be like, answer this, like, you know, maybe like a minute for each question.
I can't answer
it probably takes me like 2 minutes.
I need to
probably 3.
Read the again. Okay?
No, for real. It probably take me 3 minutes.
Seriously.
And I'm the type that'll read something, I'll write it out. Like, I do questions and I write. So that's how I am. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We are very successful nursing students.
Like I think every school should have
like a competent. It's a disability.
It's a resource center.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you should have that. I think every nursing school should have that. And don't be ashamed. Like,
don't.
I mean, it's not. I mean, we got people in our class that's with us too. But I mean, I would say don't be ashamed about that.
Yeah, we're not the only like people in our class.
But if I was, I wouldn't really.
Yeah,
care.
I wouldn't care either. Because I'm about to get this work done at my time.
But don't be ashamed of that.
Yeah, use your resources.
Yeah, if it's out there, use it. Don't be ashamed if you need extra time for the NCLEX or if you need a room alone for the NCLEX. Like she said, sometimes it can be the clock can be ticking. I'm like,
I didn't even know about it until I met Princess. Because Princess was like, oh yeah, girl, like I'm about to do this. Like, I felt like they weren't really sharing it until last year. They came to our class and they started talking about it. But like when we first met, Princess was like telling me she was filling out this stuff, and I was like, "What? Like, stuff like this exists?" Because I was like, "Yeah, girl." Throughout college, I didn't have none of that. Like, I would just be like the type of student that sometimes I didn't finish my exams, and like my instructors, like they would help me like finish it. They'd be like, "All right, we'll give you 10 more minutes." But like I would be like that person that'd be like, "Oh my gosh!" Like people getting up next to me, like, and I know the work.
People be smacking their gums so loud. It's just like little. It could be like little stuff. It's like when you're trying to read a question. You can't be having that extra sound, like for us, like we just can't have that extra sound. Like, but go out there, don't be ashamed. I tell people that all the time. Do not be ashamed. Like, you can help somebody else, the next person. So
so look into that, and then what else?
If you have questions, and then if you have questions about that, like how to go about that, how to reach out to your school, to the is it resource?
It's called the DRC, so Disability Resource Center.
If you need help
school.
or don't know how to go about it, just
email us.
Yeah, or leave a comment. I mean, if you don't want to leave a comment, you gotta email us, and we can help you.
Too.
We'll help you figure it out. Like that's one thing. We'll help you with that.
And even if like say if you don't like if your doctor is like like they don't want to use anxiety for it, your school should have like a health center that they can help you with that too. But I just use my physician because we already were like talking about like ways for me to cope with anxiety. Yeah. So it helped, and she wrote me a letter to bring to my school, and it worked like that.
Yeah, and then it's like different. Like ours is like more anxiety, but they have different ones. Like they have
some people have like if you have like attention deficit disorders, like ADD, stuff like that. Some people are in there, or it's just like it's a list of like the disabilities that you may possibly have that you can do. One girl has like arthritis. So it's like, take longer to write stuff. Yeah. So that's a disability too.
And they have like different things like, you can get like a note taker. It's just different things you can get. Note taker, things like on, I guess, audio. Like it's a whole list you can get. So it's just I would say if you need it, reach out.
And then it's like, if it's certain things that don't work for you, like I'd be like, I can't do it.
Girl.
So really take care of yourself, and that's really like our main thing. We are very, I feel like I'm overly into self-care because like I'm the type of person that be like, all right, I'm stressed. Let me go to the mall. Or like, let me go eat some cake. Let me go do this. But like, don't overdo it, but like still work out, still go to the gym. Like after this, I'm going to the gym. Princess, I'm sure she's gonna go later.
Yeah, I'm gonna go later to the gym.
But it's like, you gotta try to do that stuff.
Yeah, don't, I remember that first semester, man, I didn't go to the gym. I was terrible.
It was hard though. I started breaking out. I was crying too.
Yeah, so I think we have really grown up.
Yes, we have. And another good thing is, it's good to have like supportive people, like we mentioned, I'm sure in our other videos. But make sure you're around like the right people, like people that are willing to grow with you, or people that are okay with like you saying like you need that time, that space. Significant others. Sometimes stuff goes wrong, and you need somebody that's able to grow with you and like not be stressful and like holding you back. Because like you learning how to save a life. Basically, like you learning things to do to help people, like you deal with people's lives, and you need to just have a good like team around you.
I would say that too. Like when you said it, it's okay when you say you can't do a birthday party, you can't do this. They should be like, okay, I understand. Nursing school is not no joke. Like,
or you just be tired. Like I'm tired.
Yeah, you can't just do it. You just tired. You want to sleep. Sometimes I just want to sleep and watch Netflix. Okay.
And I be telling her, I be like, Princess, what you watching? Her, I be like, Princess, watch this.
I know. Like sometimes you want to be binge watch Netflix, or you just want to binge watch your shows because when you're in school, it's like hard to watch your shows. I love certain shows like Grey's Anatomy, you know, The Good Doctor, you know,
But now that
Resident.
you in like nursing school, don't you be laughing at stuff? From Grey's
Yeah,
Anatomy?
or you be like learning stuff. I be like learning like,
I
oh,
be learning
we talked
stuff
about
too.
this.
Which is so funny from my Hezzy exit. I think I had told you.
Oh, you used
that one question?
Yeah.
It was one question from Grey's Anatomy, and it was talking about.
Wait, I said, how do you know that? You gonna say?
And I was like, Grey's Anatomy, girl. But it was like basically somebody like got their leg amputated, and it was like, how do you, like, what do you do to like make them feel like? What was the question? But basically, you put like a mirror up to the leg that got amputated, and it's like a mind thing. It's like the patient still thinks that their leg is there. So when you put like a mirror up, I forgot what exactly it's called.
I forgot the question. Yeah.
But when you put a mirror up, the patient is like, oh, like, you know, like, there's not a leg there, and I'm okay.
You was like, use Grey's Anatomy for
Yeah,
that.
this person was like, oh, I didn't know what that was. And I was like, girl, I learned that from Grey's Anatomy.
I don't even know the answer. I think I guessed
But it's
on that
just
one.
funny, but it'd be like certain stuff too that be on there, and then you like, that is not real. Or
Yeah.
like what they doing. But they be talking about the Glasgow coma scale a lot.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they be like GCS of 8. And I was like, yes, I know that. But yeah, watch your shows. But sometimes it'd be like, okay, like that is not real. Like you would not do that in a close situation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because something else I noticed, like I did my preceptorship in the ED, and like you know how they be meeting out at the pit and stuff. Like that is, at least that didn't happen at where I was at. And like doctors are not really that, like MDs are not really that hands on. It's normally nurses, but it's crazy because like on Grey's Anatomy, the MDs be acting like nurses. So yeah, nurses do a lot. Okay, we are the foundation.
We are, and we do a lot.
Yes. I'm trying to think what else, but yeah, like don't be like it's okay to be tired. Like I said recently, I just now started really like taking my NCLEX stuff seriously, and I haven't even really been like deep into it. But it's okay to relax, and it's okay to have that break. And I don't have to pass my NCLEX until next January, I believe. But I haven't met with my program yet until 2 weeks from today. So
yeah, ooh, exciting. But that's pretty much it in this video. We will be posting some more videos.
Yeah, give us topics, because this is just really that's what's going on in our life right now.
So if you want a topic about something, let us know.
Or like
personal
how we,
life, or
I don't know, like how we study or how we break down stuff.
Maybe we'll have a Q&A one video. Q&A, people can ask us like questions. It can be personal, it can be school related, it can be anything.
We're very open, but if we feel like it's uncomfortable,
like,
we'll tell y'all, like, you know what, mind your business. Right, you said you too much.
I said you too much, okay, too much. But maybe have like a Q&A. You can ask us any questions. Our favorite color, our favorite food.
Sorry, it's hot in here.
What makes us upset?
Yeah.
What makes us laugh?
Right. So yeah, just stay tuned and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow our Instagram.
Yeah.
And just stay tuned, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye you guys.
Bye.